Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the third episode of the Music Bleachers. I'm very excited about this episode. We had this album submitted. Someone wanted this to be discussed. We actually got them on the podcast, and for all of your excitement as well as mine, it's not Nathan. A big moment for me. So I'd just like to welcome Liam Harding to the Music Bleachers. Welcome.
G'day, thank you for having me on. I wish you didn't disclose that I was the one that actually submitted Lover as the request, but
Ah. Well, welcome to the show. Glad to have you on, finally.
thank you, long-time listener.
All right, so brought you on to talk about the seventh album by Taylor Swift, Lover.
7, gee.
Number 7, yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
I know. It is a lot. It's especially for some like an artist in this day and age, I suppose. Seven's quite a large number of albums to get to, especially so quickly.
Yeah, what, she can't be older than 30, can she?
Oh, I think she's around that, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. So yeah, this is her 7th album, longest track list out of any album with 18 songs.
18.
Too many. That's just a lot.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. We also had Jack Antonoff, which is the music god, collaborate and co-produce this album, which is very exciting. Jack Antonoff is responsible for just some of the biggest hits of some of the biggest music celebrities, I suppose.
Is he? What hits can
Yep.
you mention?
Well, I can actually mention Green Light by Lord.
Mm.
He was very heavily involved in melodrama, which is why it was so good.
Ah, I am familiar with that.
Yeah, you sound very uninterested.
I know, Lord. I love music, man.
I don't know if you do. We're talking about music, not SoundCloud.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So, any thoughts about the album to start with? Anything that you want to get off your chest first of all?
Oh well, look. If anyone in the audience knows me, they might not. They'd know that I'm not a huge Taylor Swift fan, but love. but
Uh-huh.
but Lover is something that's very close to my heart. The album is my favorite album of all time. Probably doesn't resonate much because I don't really listen to many albums, so I can't say that.
Favorite album of all time?
Yeah, it's not like I have many other albums vying for contention.
Yeah, that's fair. So I take it then it's top Taylor Swift song then? Album? What is it?
Yeah, you would take it as a top Taylor Swift album, 100%.
Yeah.
Definitely not whatever that thing was that she brought out earlier in the year.
You don't like Folklore?
Yeah, I'm sure we don't have enough time to talk about that one, I think.
Gee whiz, all right. Well, I suppose we should touch on, I suppose the rebranding Taylor does basically every 2 years with every album.
She does that, doesn't she? Which Taylor are you going to get next?
You never know. Didn't expect an indie album from Taylor to start, mid 2020? Wasn't expecting it.
It was
pretty good though. Not bad.
Yeah, she did a good job, I guess. We're here to talk about Lover, aren't we?
We are. This is Taylor's second best album, obviously behind 1989 because that is a masterpiece. Again, Jack Antonoff responsible for that.
No comment.
Oof. All right. So the 4 singles I thought we'd just quickly mention. The 4 singles for this album were Me, You Need to Calm Down, Lover, and The Man. I think that's an odd choice of singles.
Yeah, I personally didn't know that. There are 2 that obviously shouldn't be on there.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's always good to put on, if you've got a title track, I suppose you should probably release that as a single.
Yeah,
so I'm
exactly.
glad he's got Lover there. Me, I don't know why that's there. Probably just because it was collab with Brendan Urie, but...
Yeah, they had to pull in the younger crowd, I guess.
Yeah, apparently. All right, well, I thought, why don't we start going through the album track by track?
Hey, no, that's a good idea. Good thing I prepared to do that as well myself.
Huh, I'm glad you did, Liam. Glad you did.
Great minds think alike.
Haha. Almost like you weren't told to do that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. All right, so first off, we've got the opening track of the album, I Forgot That You Existed. Pretty good opener.
I think it is a fantastic opener myself. What would you rank it out of 10 if you had to?
Oof. Maybe a 6.
Ooh, cold. Okay.
Oh, really? Well, what about yourself?
I've given it an 8 out of 10.
Yikes. That is quite high.
I just think it tells you what the album's going to be about straight away, and you know you're in for a ride.
In what way? What do you? How do you think that?
Because I guess this is a romance album, isn't it? A sort of love romance album,
Yeah.
and it goes sort of through its ups and downs. And I think this one hits us with a big up. I don't know who it's about. The song, maybe you do.
No, I tried not to do too much research because I wanted to. I don't know. You kind of imagine who you want it to be about. Like the next song, I have someone in mind. um, yeah, I don't know who she quite wrote this one about. She might
Yeah,
not have.
exactly. Like I don't think it doesn't matter who it's about. I think everyone can interpret it for themselves as of how they want, and I guess that's what most artists do. They want it to resonate with everyone and not sort of just seem about themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think yeah, as you said, it's a pretty good opener to the album. It's very upbeat, which is good because I mean, most of her opening tracks usually are. In 1989, we had "Welcome to New York." That's quite upbeat. It's not good, but it's upbeat.
She tries.
She did, yeah, yeah. It's nothing too special this song, but it's catchy enough.
Yeah, like there's no deep meaning behind it, but it's funny. It's a bit of a chuckle.
Bit of a chuckle, eh?
Well, like the lyrics are funny.
Yeah,
They, like taught me some hard lessons. I just forgot what they were. Like I laugh at that.
I'm glad. I'm really glad you appreciate those little things.
It's the little things, isn't it?
Always is.
But anyway, that's all I've got to touch on in that great opener. 8 out of 10.
Yikes. All right. So moving on to track two, we got "Cruel Summer." This is just so good. I love this song.
I agree. It's another fire song, isn't it?
Absolutely.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, no, it's a good time. Have you got any lyrics written down for this one that you wanted to mention?
I actually didn't write any down, but I'm sure you've got some you can fill me in on.
Sure do. Devil roll the dice, angels roll their eyes.
Now
Isn't that a nice simile?
what could that mean?
Huh. I'll let you sort that one out, I think. Have a little thinky think.
Uh, I'll open it up to the viewers.
Viewers at home, Liam would love to know what you think devils roll the dice, angels roll their eyes means.
Yeah, but
Feel free to send us a message.
send them in. I'll read them.
No, just all around it's a good song. It's really catchy. Good opening to the song as well.
Oh, 100%.
The chorus hits hard. It is so good.
That's where it hits you, doesn't it?
It really does. Like this would be a great karaoke song. Great, Sunset Drive, blasting the music, windows down, spring vibes.
It
We're here
does.
for it.
And I mean, everyone has a cruel summer, don't they? Or would everyone will have a cruel summer? Maybe I don't know.
A lot of people will experience it. I think the
Yeah.
core message, which I'll touch on. Oh, maybe I'll do it now.
Oh yeah, I don't know what
Another.
the message is. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to mention another part of "Cruel Summer." It kind of comes across as like a classic secret love. It's like sneaking around. I don't want. The other line is, "I don't want to keep secrets just to keep you."
Really? I did not listen to
All about sneaking around, sneak into the garden gate.
that. That is interesting. Yeah, I didn't even know that was what this song was about. It shows how
Well, it
little
might not be. Yeah, that's just how I interpret it.
I didn't. Yeah. I should probably disclaim to people that I'm not much of a lyrics person. Well, I am. That probably sounds a bit, but
I think they picked up on that.
I'm more of a tune person. So,
All right, track three, "Lover." What are your thoughts?
what are my thoughts? Well, I think many people would know. Well, I say many people.
Two
I'm
people. Maybe one of them's listening to this.
I'm
Maybe.
I'm sure this is my all-time favorite Taylor Swift song. It's actually, fun fact, one of the 3 songs that she wrote entirely herself for the album. I found that
Oh,
out.
nice.
Yeah, found that out today.
Man's done his research. I like that.
Just for that one. I think this is one of the most romantic songs she's ever made, probably.
Yeah.
I think it's a go-to wedding song. If anyone out there that's listening has been married to or is planning on getting married to this song, I'd really like to know how it went for them.
So you can know what to improve on.
Well, I'd just be curious to see. I can't see it going wrong in a wedding scenario, so I'd be interested.
Yeah, fair enough. Of all the title tracks from her albums, like "Fearless," and I feel like this is the best.
Oh, by far. This
Yeah.
is. I can't think of another title track she could have done.
I feel like it. Yeah, it really sums up what the album's about. There's just different like aspects of love explored in every song.
Exactly. It's just. It really brings it all together, doesn't it?
For sure. I feel like that's why it's a fan favorite song.
Yeah. I also wrote down for this song, I also wrote that the bridge in this song I think is worth mentioning. Normally, I hate bridges in songs, but I think the bridge in this song is phenomenal. Uh,
I'll let you read the lyrics out for this. I know you're excited about them.
I hadn't even wrote them down, but I good thing I know them off by heart. I think some of the lyrics in the bridge. I take this magnetic force of a man to be my uh, lover, and I they're basically Taylor Swift's wedding vows. I am envisaging. I'm assuming maybe.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, she says something about guitar scars. I can't remember that one.
yeah. No, I know what you mean. Guitar scars in hand or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
it's just a good song. If you haven't listened to it, well, you would have listened to it. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if you haven't, because this was one of the singles, but it was probably one of the least played on radio, I suppose. Because I never heard this on the radio ever.
Yeah, no, never.
It was
Bizarre.
always me. They always played me. Oh, don't know why they did that, but we'll get there later.
No idea. But, Lover is an. You can't fault it as a song. It's beautiful. It's touching.
That it is. And they also, Taylor also called back there. She said, "This is our place. We make the rules."
Mm.
And that is relates back to Cruel Summer, I believe. No rules in breakable heaven, no rules in breakable heaven when you're sneaking around with a secret love interest. But when you found that one love, this is our place. We make the rules.
Now that is a fun little Easter egg. I'm impressed you've picked up on that one.
Thank you. And I found that out again today because I had to do some quick research before we did this.
That's impressive. No, that shows the thought she's put into on it.
It does, and like it could be one of those things that just happens to be kind of similar wording, but also it does seem like something that's just a bit direct.
Yeah, I'm sure she meant it.
Yeah. All right. Overall, great song. Really good.
Great song. Did I mention I can play it on piano?
We'll edit that out.
Oh.
Number 4, The Man. It's a bit
Mm.
catchy. A bit catchy.
That's actually the only word that I wrote next to it was catchy, I guess.
The intro is kind of unique as well. I like that. But overall, I think it's a mid to low tier song. Album's got better to offer.
I agree. Like, I guess the meaning behind it is obviously quite important.
I suppose.
So that's I think that's probably the best part to it. Yeah, the song itself isn't so impressive, but the meaning behind it does bump it up a few notches.
Yeah. But I mean, it is just, I don't know. I don't want to say basic pop because it's not, but it is a bit of a basic overall production.
Yeah, nothing crash up, but still serviceable.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know much else to say on it.
No, that's fair. Don't need to spend too much time on it. There is a lot of songs here.
There sure is.
So next up, song number 5, we've got The Archer.
Yes.
This one's a bit overhyped.
It is certainly overhyped, Callum.
The amount of, I suppose, what would we call them? I suppose you'd say sad vibe boys, sad girls on TikTok. When this came out, they were like, me just crying at 3 a.m. in bed listening to The Archer, feeling like I'm being torn apart. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
This is attention. You just want attention. This isn't even a good song to be doing that to.
It's a bizarre choice of them to sort of cult get behind. I've wrote down possibly the worst song on the album, to be honest.
I mean, it's low tier, but it's
low
definitely.
tier.
It's not the worst song on the album.
Yeah, I've wrote where would you play it? Like I don't really know what it fits into. Like what playlist can I put it on?
I suppose you could put this on like a chill vibe study playlist where you're not going to get too involved in like singing or bopping along to it when you're meant to be studying.
Yeah, like
like it's smooth enough listening that you can. It's playable. It's not a bad song, but it's just not great at all.
I did write that the bridge in this song, again on Taylor Swift's Bridges, I wrote that this bridge is still quality. So again, another classic bridge from Taylor. She knows how to do them.
She really does. She's got a lot of good ones. We're just chasing the bridge from Getaway Car. We're just chasing that feeling.
Well, I can tell you that it's not going to be the last time I mention bridges in this podcast. I've got some more written down.
Oh dear. I look forward to hearing them. You might be mentioning it for the next song. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah. Track number 6. I think he knows.
Ooh. What are you?
I think we're gonna have differing opinions on this. So I'll let you go first.
Well, I have wrote down in capital letters "banger" for this song, and but I also believe it needs multiple listens before it reaches banger status. Because I personally heard it the first time and thought it was a bit average, but upon many re-listens, I think it is incredible.
That's fair. I like your justification. Top marks.
Thank you.
I think the chorus is groovy. I like it. I like the beat.
I like the beat.
It's kind of like almost a bit of a unique vibe, considering the rest of the album. Like you can point a few songs out and be like, oh, that's a bit different. Taylor's done something else there. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
one of them. But I mean, I don't think I've listened to it as much as you have. It's still a bit of a mid tier song for me. It's good, can bop along, but
That's fair enough. I personally think it's probably in the top three most romantic songs in the album.
okay.
Just I don't know, just it's just so nice. She wrote a lyric I wrote down is I am an architect, I'm drawing up the plans. I like that.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's like I'm 17, nobody understands. No one understands.
Wow, Liam. I didn't realize you were a bit of a sad boy at heart. Didn't have that stage at 17, having it at 23 instead.
Apparently, could that yeah, read
Fair
the
enough, you got to.
it's touching stuff.
It really is. Anything else to say on it?
No, just 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, gee whiz. All right. Moving on to an anticipated track number 7, Miss
Highly,
Americana and the Heartbreak Prince.
highly anticipated.
I will start with this one.
Go for it.
So I was thinking about what to write down for this and what to talk about. I couldn't exactly pinpoint what I liked about this song. It's just the entire vibe is just there. It's catchy, Some of the lyrics are, I wouldn't say basic, but they're just so, and I can really get behind it. I'm a big fan of this song.
Understandable. I personally, a bit of a fan theory here, but I think maybe the reason you enjoy it so much is I think it's very similar to a lot of Lord's work, if you agree with me.
I suppose in overall feeling, definitely not production quality, but I suppose overall feeling, and again, Jack Antonoff was involved with the production of both of these songs.
Jack, yeah.
So yeah.
So maybe,
Well,
yeah.
fun fact as well. Jack Antonoff he produces music under the name the Bleachers.
Does he?
He does. Slight little
I was going to say.
little name share there
Are
because
we...
a little bit of inception for you. Just got to idolize the true music gods.
That's... Only true fans would have already realised that.
Yeah, or one of them.
Yeah, I guess Miss Americana, I guess it's catchy-ish,
Yeah, it's definitely catchy.
Yeah, it's catchy. Is it good? Don't know.
I think so. Like, I feel like the lyrics really encapsulate getting caught deep in the idea of being with someone who may or may not feel the same as you. I mean, I suppose that's people wearing their heart on their sleeves. That's something that'll stand out, and maybe that's why I like the song so much because it's like this happens. This happens to people all the time.
Probably because I guess again back to me not listening to lyrics. I had no idea that was what the song was about. So
Again, no, I feel like I should preface this. I don't know what these songs are about necessarily. This is just my understanding of it.
fair
I can be
enough.
very wrong, but oh
Yeah,
well.
it's everyone's allowed their own interpretation.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, good song. I'd say this is I didn't I didn't not like it the first time I heard it, but it's definitely grown on me. So yeah, I think it's a very good song.
I'm glad you think that. That makes one of us.
Yeah. Are you mid tier for this or mid low or
I,
what?
I've still mid tiered it. It's clearly not
Yeah.
bottom tier. It's mid tier.
All right, good. That's fine.
Yeah, don't worry. It doesn't make the bottom.
That's good. All right, moving on. Track 8, Paper Rings.
Wow.
Wowza.
Was this? Did you say this was one of the singles? Or?
No, this wasn't. So what I think happened with this is, I don't know if I can speak for you as well, but Heard Me when that was released as single went,
Yeah.
no thanks, not for me. The album was released, and I think Paper Rings showed up on my personal New Music Friday playlist.
Yeah.
And I heard that and I was like, hold up, hold up. And I don't know if I showed you or you happened to have a similar experience and found it. And we were just like, this is it. This is it.
This is, yeah. It's one of those songs that it only takes one listen for you to know that it is a song.
Absolutely.
I think it's probably her best dance song on the album. Like, you could just play it at a party and everyone would want to dance to it.
For sure. And we have played it at many pre's.
Oh,
It's always
100%.
requested. Yeah.
It's it appeals to everyone. Even if you hate on Taylor Swift, you can't really hate on this.
Yeah. Like it's such a big pop sound and it's such a drastic tonal shift from Miss Americana as well.
Exactly.
The shift actually works really well, I
True.
think, when you listen to the album. Yeah.
And when you look, obviously we'll come to the song that's after it, but when you look at the songs that's sandwiched in between, they're like completely different tones, aren't they?
For sure. Yeah, I didn't even realize the next track as well is completely different. Yeah, no, it's a good song though. Good time.
Yeah. I also wrote down for this. I wrote another insane quality bridge from Taylor Swift. So, I mean, where is she pulling these from?
Are you going to sing a little bit for the audience?
I didn't write down the lyrics from the bridge, but I did write down
If
the
you don't
lyrics.
know them, you're a fake fan.
Well, call me a fake fan then.
Oh,
But I did write down the lyrics from the start, which I didn't pick up on until this listen, which were, "Now I wake up in the night and watch you breathe." And I don't know
oh.
if I don't know if that's really romantic or just creepy, but it's nice.
Well, if you put that with, I hate accidents, except when we went from friends to this. That's right, Darlene. You're the one I want. Like, whoa, that's a bit. Maybe this is like Stalker Swift. Who knows?
I mean, probably she does have those vibes.
Oh, not currently. She might have at the time, but
Maybe.
she's an indie girl now. If you haven't heard.
Oh, I've heard.
Yeah. Overall, Paper Rings, good time.
Oh yeah, brilliant time. Everyone would have heard it.
I don't reckon they would have because it's not like if you look at all the rankings. Surprisingly, a lot of people will put this mid tier or something. And to those people, I say,
So I say that as well. And is that because they're trying to be edgy, or like what are they trying to achieve?
I don't know. It's 2020. If you're still hating on Taylor Swift,
Like,
you're a clown.
all I can say to any of the listeners out there, if anyone actually thinks that Paper Rings would go below me on an album ranking, just I don't know. Is it okay to tell them to stop following the podcast?
No, I think it's just you need to go check yourself, mate. Come on. Although I don't think I've actually seen it placed below me on a ranking, but I've seen it outside the top 10, and I don't think that's okay.
Exactly. Not okay at all. So just go re-listen to it, everyone. Take a listen.
Absolutely. All right, moving on. Track 9, Cornelia Street.
Beautiful. Would you agree with me on that?
It's good. I thought I liked it more the first listen, but I think since then I've had a lot of other favorites emerge. Um, it's a great song, but there are better songs on the album.
That's not fair enough. I can see where you're coming from. I
Yeah.
I think it's one of it's a nice song. It's Taylor Swift's favorite song from the album. I found out today.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like the rhythmic journey it kind of takes you on because it starts out. I would almost compare this to King of My Heart from Reputation. I think it starts off very similar vibes, but then she just sticks with like a lover esque approach, if that makes sense to you.
It doesn't because I haven't heard that song, but I'm sure it might make
Fair
sense
enough.
to the viewers.
Again, probably not because that wasn't a single, and unless you've listened to the album,
You're in trouble.
um, off topic. But I re-listened to Reputation, and it's growing on me because instead of having like 7 average songs, it's only got like 4 or 5 now.
Really? That
Yeah.
is shocking because I cannot fathom that.
Well, because they're all in the second half. The first like Ready for It, and then all those type of like no, not about that. But she starts talking about Dress and King of My Heart and Getaway Car and all that.
Yeah, I don't vibe that Taylor, to be honest.
Fair enough. She had something to prove. She proved it. She moved on, and that's what we like about it. If you don't like her music, in 2 years it's going to be different.
Exactly, and then you probably might like it then, but then you'll hate it again in another 2 years.
Just wait till 2022, Liam. You'll be right.
Oh, let's hope it's a repeat of Lover.
I mean, probably because Lover was technically almost like chapter 2 of 1989. It was just
True.
more love focused. So there you go.
Yeah,
Who knows? Overall, Cornelia Street, good song. It's
great
good.
song.
Mid tier.
Yeah, I'd almost say top tier.
Um,
Next.
track 10, Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Hmm.
What do you reckon?
I'm giving this a firm bravo. This is one of my more favourite songs on the album. I personally think it's the saddest song on the album.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, there's a lot of meaning behind it. You just need to listen to the lyrics to understand the meaning. I won't read any out. True fans will get them. Yeah.
I see. True, you mean true fans who only like one Taylor Swift album out of 8?
Yep, that's me.
Yep. Love that. I just wrote that the a cappella opening was kind of cool. That's about it. It's fine. It is growing on me, though. I will say that.
I was gonna say, really, like I thought you would have been into it.
I think I've ranked this album twice now.
Yeah.
The first time was, I think, after the first time I properly listened to the album, this was like number 6. The second time I ranked it, it was like number 14. So I honestly don't know where it places. But it is, I think, since I've started listening to it again in the last week, it's growing on me a bit.
Yeah, I think listen to the lyrics because as a lyric man yourself, I think you might like them.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, sometimes when you give a song a first listen, you don't necessarily interpret or like load all the lyrics in your head. I mean, for you as more of a beat man, you like the beat.
I like the beat.
You might not need that, but who knows? Everyone's different. Everyone has different ears.
Everyone does have different ears. Some people's are bigger than others.
Didn't realize we were focusing on you that much in this podcast. There you go.
Yeah, no, that was a dig at my ears, not yours. If you weren't. Sure.
Oh wait, no, I've seen your ears.
Yeah, we got some. We could land a plane with those.
Overall, it's fine. Have you got anything else to say about Death by a Thousand Cuts?
No, that's all for me on Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Fair enough. I know you want to talk about the next song, track 11.
Funnily
London
enough,
Boy.
I do. London Boy. To me, I think this is such a good song because of how there's just no real meaning to it. It's just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
It's she's just talking about wanting a London boy. She
just wants them to know that she fancies them.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's upbeat. It's super danceable.
Yeah.
Maybe it resonates more with me because of my English heritage, but I'm not sure. That was a loud exhale.
I had to pull the microphone closer for full effect. Yeah, I wrote it's an all around good time, to be honest. It's just it's a bit of a silly song in the way that, does it have any deeper meaning? No. Does it need to? No.
Exactly.
It's just a good vibe. I like the beat. It's got a good sound. Also, it's karaoke worthy. I think this is one of maybe 4 songs on the album that if they were on, I don't know, a new edition of SingStar, or if you went to a karaoke bar and they had it up there, or as an option, you would pick it.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Good duet, maybe even. Who knows?
Potentially, or maybe not, because it's not,
It's not a duet.
Not a duet.
There you go. But although I did find out that, at the classic start, we could go riding on my scooter. Everyone's
that was a terrible accent. Yeah, I know.
That's actually Idris Elba's voice.
I did know that, yeah.
Am I pronouncing that correctly, Idris?
Idris Elba, yeah.
Yeah, off the James Corden Late Show. Didn't know that. Maybe the listeners do.
Maybe. Bold of you to assume we have listeners.
I'm sure I'll get you some listeners, mate. Don't worry.
Yike.
It's got 200 followers on Instagram.
Whoa, calm down there. All right. So yeah, overall, not bad.
Great song.
Pretty good all around. All right. Now we have to move on to one of the lowest points on the album, track 12. Soon You'll Get Better. This is featuring the Dixie Chicks, or as they're now referred to, apparently, the Chicks. This song's just really, really boring, I think.
Wow.
There's got a bit of harmonizing in the chorus, very slow. I don't mind a good slow song, as you know, but this isn't it. Not for me.
Fair enough. I'm surprised that you, of all people, think it's boring, because when you look at the meaning behind it, it probably is the most meaningful for Taylor. I think it's about her mum, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I really dislike the song and I will not put any research into it.
Oh yeah, well, it is about her mum. I was just sort of posing that as a question to make you sort of sound clever answering it back to me, but
That's kind. Also unneeded. I
okay.
can do that myself, I hope.
But yeah, I like it. I mean, if you don't resonate when she says because you have to, I think that's very nice.
Huh.
A touching song, I believe.
Anything else to say about it? What are your overall kind of vibes of the song? Are you mid tier?
I still mid tier, mid to low tier, but I still think it's serviceable.
Yeah, but I mean, you'll have to admit, of the 18 tracks, there's at least 16 that are better.
I maybe not, but I it's in the low, it's lowest tier, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of good songs on this album. This, for me, this ain't it. But
Yeah.
for you, it might be. So give it a listen if you like. I'd recommend don't, but
Well, I think everyone should listen to it at least once.
there are other songs they should listen to more, though. Like, as in more urgently needed listening.
More,
Such as Paper Rings.
yeah, urgent need.
Yeah. All right, so we'll move on. Track 13, False God.
Hmm.
Oof. That sax. Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
that's all I've got written is just sax in capital letters. Uh,
I just, oh, this is just such a good song. I remember, again, as I said previously, I had ranked this twice already. This is how I feel in my ISO days. A couple months ago, I ranked basically all the albums I was listening to. Originally, this was very low, and then second ranking, it's very, very high. I love it so much. The sax is great. It separates itself from other songs on the album, featuring the sax and kind of in like the melody. I kind of think is just so unique for the song, and it's just beautiful. Just a great time.
yeah, I agree. It is a great time. I've definitely ranked it slightly higher upon a few listens, and yeah, it's definitely worth the save now on Spotify, I believe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We all worship this love like it's a false god.
Mm,
Wow.
I mean, what does that mean?
Well, it's up for your interpretation, isn't it?
we've noticed I don't really interpret much, so
Maybe I'll tell you later.
all right, fill me in on it.
All right, track 14. You need to calm down.
Wow, I think this is the last sort of really good song we get on the album before it peters off, I believe.
I think I would agree with you.
The last real tune, I think.
For sure, yeah.
I think for me, the reason I like this song is I just love how I don't know, just Taylor's voice in it, just the way it feels like she's just taking such a moral high ground, which I just love. Just how she says, you need to calm down. It's just so
Yeah.
demeaning, but also just incredible. I love it.
Yeah, well, I actually wrote down this song is effectively what we say to each other day to day,
It,
being locked up in this apartment. You need to calm down. You're being too loud. You need to just stop. Can you just not?
it really genuinely is, isn't it? It's what you say to someone if you realize you may be losing an argument, and you just hit them with that, and then you win the argument.
Absolutely. Well, it's a very catchy song as well. I feel like it's one again that grows on you with every listen.
Oh, of course, yeah, I absolutely
Yeah,
love it now. I'm a huge fan.
nice. It's got a really good bouncy synth vibe as well. Big fan of that.
Oh yeah, big love bouncy synth man.
Yeah, some might even say I like the beat.
Do you like the beat?
I like the beat. Like the beat.
I like the
Very
beat.
good. Any other thoughts?
No, I mean, I'd be interested to see if there's sort of any SoundCloud remixes on that one because there might be.
Probably. Look,
I'll check it out because I've got a SoundCloud account.
we'll cut that out.
Okay.
Stop plugging.
You haven't given me a chance yet. Everyone else has been.
Why
given.
would you? You do not create the remixes. If you created content, of course you're gonna have a plug.
I
You
have a
don't.
sound. I have a
You've got-
SoundCloud. Just give me 10. I have a SoundCloud playlist called Slap. If anyone's interested, it's Liam Harding. Give me a follow, please. Thank you.
Bro, you can't get a plug on a SoundCloud playlist. Like, I don't even plug my own playlists. But if I was to do that, my playlist main characters need not apply. That's a great time. Enjoy.
Double up.
Moving
plug.
on.
Loves it. What's the next song? What's the next song?
Next song, 15, Afterglow.
Afterglow.
Now, not to be funny or anything, but I'm going to try.
Okay.
I forgot that this existed.
Ha!
Thank you. I forgot, like, I knew the name of the song. I knew the name of the track was on the album. I'd forgotten what the song was because I probably only listened to it maybe twice, besides today. It's not bad, though. Pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. For me, I listened to it and then was like, why haven't I saved this to my library? I genuinely really enjoyed it.
Yeah, surprising because
Yeah.
usually, what we've listened to this album is today like the third time for you, second time.
Probably, yeah, third time full way through.
Yeah. Um, I just never took any note of it the first two times.
Yeah, no, but the chorus is really catchy.
For sure. Yeah. Definitely very catchy, very drum focused as well,
Mm.
predominantly in the background. Very good. Very big fan.
Synth beat pop.
Synth beat pop beat.
I like the beat.
All right. Moving on to a song I think we both have a lot to talk about. Track number 16, Me, featuring Brendan Urie.
Ah, yes, Brendan.
Why? Just why? I think the point of this song was so that they could create a music video and merch and profit.
Yeah, probably 100%. It's also annoying though because it's one of those songs that, despite you would want it to not be on the album, it's also still easily in the top 10. I'd probably say.
Okay, so again, this was a single for the song, but I really don't like this song. In saying that, I think everyone claims to hate this song, but if it came on at a club and you were drunk, you wouldn't be mad.
No,
You'd have a
not
bit
at
of a
all.
bop. Yeah.
Provided they didn't have the spelling as fun aspect.
Yeah. So that's what also I was going to mention. So if anyone did hear this single just before the bridge, she goes, "Come on, kids, spelling is fun," and then they continue. That was tragic, and thankfully Taylor had the sense. Sadly, not the sense to cut the song from the album, but she had the sense to cut that line from the album version of this of the song. And I
Think,
think that
yeah,
yeah, that's definitely one of the better things she's done.
we're lucky.
Yeah, oh look, sadly it is a really, really catchy song. Like the music video sucks, but and the song sucks, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you can't put it last in version of quality, can
Oh,
you?
you can't. To be honest, I when I first heard on the radio, I didn't even know it was Taylor Swift. Uh, that's just sort of me as a person, I guess. I don't really know these things, so yeah.
Yeah, you would be the only one.
Yeah, yeah, I would be that.
It's very evident that it's Taylor, but I mean, it's just such. It's almost like a pop princess pink glitter vibe, and I'm just like, why are you doing this? You're so much better. You're better than this.
She is better than this, but hey,
Yeah.
better than probably some of the songs on Folklore, I'm sure.
No, what? You didn't listen to folklore then, did you?
I did once,
Once? No.
half of it.
Um, no, I think it's potentially better than one, maybe two songs from Folklore, but Folklore overall is much better than this song.
Fair enough.
All right, two songs left. Moving on to track 17. It's Nice to Have a Friend. Look at
Yeah,
here. We've got Taylor preaching the importance of friendship.
yeah. I mean, this song exists, I guess. Like,
See, I don't mind it. I quite enjoyed it. This was very high in the ranking the first listen.
really?
Not as much so since, but
The only saving grace for this song is it goes for only 2.5 minutes, I guess. So,
yikes.
but other than that, I think it's probably almost the worst song on the album.
Huh. Okay. Well, I would say it's mid tier. So,
Oh, there you go.
yeah,
Interesting.
everyone's entitled to their own opinions,
I mean, like,
apparently.
it is nice to have a friend. Like, I wouldn't know, but
I
yeah.
was going to say, you wouldn't know. All right, last song on the album, Daylight, track 18.
Hmm.
So I know you're not a massive fan of this.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan, but it's still probably is mid tier. Like, it's not a bad closer. It's a little bit
Yeah.
long, a little bit draggy, but it's again serviceable.
No, I'd agree. I think it's an all right song to wrap the album up with. As you did say previously, like the last kind of quarter of the album, it feels not out of place, but it feels like it's lacking a certain essence that was on the rest of the album.
Hmm.
But I feel like Daylight serves as a really great way to kind of sum up all of the songs on the album and kind of the essence of Lover. It's almost like a continuation of the song Lover, if you think about it. Obviously, not in quality,
Yeah, yeah.
but got all the synth elements that were present throughout the rest of the album. A lot of the backing vocals kind of like resemble other tracks as well.
No, I agree. I agree with you there. Yeah, just a little. It's good sort of summation of it all, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I think that increases my appreciation of the song Daylight. If we're looking at it just as a song standalone, it's mid tier. It's fine. It's good. It's good. It's fine. It's nothing special.
Oh, exactly. But hey, in terms of the album, it fits in all right, doesn't it?
A lot better than some of the other songs. At
Yeah.
Soon You'll Get Better.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so that is Lover by Taylor Swift. Overall, not a bad album. We've looked at a few reviews. We've got Metacritic, who gave this 79 out of 100, Pitchfork, who gave it 7.1, Rolling Stone, who gave it 4 out of 5. What are you thinking for your overall rating of the album?
Yeah, I've got 9 out of 10.
Wow,
Is that too low?
that is too high. But again, entitled to your own opinion. Would you like to explain?
Nope. I think I'm fully justified in giving this album a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, you are, but why
Oh,
do you give it a 9 out of 10?
I think it's beautiful. It's it's just beautiful, man. That's all I've got for you.
Fair enough.
I'm a man of many words at many times, but not this time.
Not when it comes to music.
Not when it comes to explaining a controversial opinion, apparently.
It's not controversial.
Oh, not
it's just
controversial,
asking.
yeah. No, fair enough. But I'm sure you've got some reasons behind yours.
Yeah, so I've written down 3.5 or 4 out of 5. I think after listening to it today, I think I'm going to give it a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Purely because I don't know, I kind of like how it's almost a continuation of 1989 in a very kind of like a throwback kind of, hey, we did that, now we're doing this. It's not the same.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but like when it peaks, it peaks, as we will go through shortly. When it like kind of messes up a bit, it's very obvious.
Yeah,
But overall, it's a good song. I've listened to it 3 times and I've not hated listening to it any of those times. So
yeah.
no, I'll lock in 7 out of 10. How about that? So you've given it a 9 out of 10. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
I'll take a 7 out of 10. That's not bad.
Yeah. All right. Would you like to talk about your favorite songs of the album?
Oh yeah. In what format would you like to talk about that? Perhaps a top 5.
A top 5 works. I think that's a good idea. Have you ordered yours, or have you just kind of got your top 5-ish?
I've ordered mine, obviously.
Great. Go for it.
Do you want me to like go 5, then you do your 5, and then like back and forth, or do you want me to just?
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, let's do that.
Yep. So number 5, I've got I Think He Knows.
Nice. That's a fair enough placement, I think. I'm going to be controversial.
Yep.
And I'm going to say Paper Rings.
Oh, I can understand that depending on what's in the next songs of yours to follow.
Yeah, no, fair enough. All right, you want to go number 4?
Number 4, I've got London Boy actually in number 4, which honestly surprised me. I thought it would make it higher.
Okay, yep. Number 4, I've got Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince.
Okay, now it is getting controversial. You're having Paper Rings at number 5.
Yes, but as we've covered, I appreciate the lyrics probably a little bit more than you do.
Yeah.
A lot of it. Miss Americana just did it for me more than Paper Rings, I suppose.
I guess, fair enough. Man of culture.
Number 3, what have you got?
I've got number 3, You Need to Calm Down.
Nice. Very energetic. I'm noticing a theme. I'm noticing a little pattern.
Yeah, obviously. It's a big pattern.
Yeah. My number 3 is something you might disagree with, but I've got False God.
Absolutely ludicrous.
Well, as we've learned throughout ISO, opinions, everyone has them, and you have to accept them.
Yeah.
You can disagree, as you clearly do, but...
Yeah, no, I'm biting my tongue on that one.
It's all right. I feel like I've got some things to say about your next couple, but we'll see.
No, I don't think you do. Number 2, I've got Paper Rings as my second song.
Yep.
To be honest, they switch between each other, the 2 to 5. Number 1's the only one that's set in stone.
That's fair.
What's your number 2?
I'm ready for you to yell at me. Number 2, Lover.
I'm not going to yell at you. I haven't
until the podcast is over.
Until your number 1 song gets revealed.
Understandable, but no, I think Lover is a really great song. It very much encapsulates the album. She was right to name the album after it.
No, that's fair. Obviously, for me, my number 1 song is Lover. It's a song of pure beauty. Find me a more beautiful song written by Taylor Swift. Find me a better song. And
I'm happy to.
DM me if anyone's interested. I think my Instagram name's liam.kharding or something like that.
Man acts like he doesn't know what it is when he changed it about within the last week.
Yeah, I'm sure Callum will tag me in his next post. So DM me what you think. Cause DM me a more romantic song than Lover.
Or if you'd like to DM the page, that's also fine.
Or the page.
I will share it with Liam.
I'd hope so.
Maybe DM both of us at the Music Bleachers at Liam.kharding or something like that.
Please message us.
Please.
All right.
That.
What
All
is
right,
your number one song?
My number one song is Cruel Summer.
I thought it would be.
Yeah, I'm just a big fan. It's just so good. It's kind of like it's a mix between some of her more upbeat songs like Paper Rings and some of her maybe sadder, slower songs. It's kind of like it feels like it's both at the same time.
It is a bit of a vibe. Yeah, I guess you got that sort of that devil roll the dice aspect, and then the cruel summer aspect.
Yeah, and the woo summer. It's
So
kind of good.
how does that woo go? Is it a woo or a
Woo woo?
That is how it goes.
That is how it goes. Yeah, no, I feel like everyone's top 5 of this album will be very different. Based on either your music tastes, your thoughts and views on Taylor, and I don't know, like if you've grown up with her from her roots and actually listened to all those albums as they've been released, you're gonna have different thoughts to us who have listened to maybe the most recent 4.
Exactly. I'd love to know everyone's top 5 songs from Lover.
Yeah, feel free to comment on Instagram, send us a message. Let us know. What are you maybe top 3, maybe favorite song? What do you think of the songs of Lover? What do you rate it out of 10?
Yeah, that'd be awesome to get some audience feedback. I'd love that. Well,
We do love audience feedback.
Yeah, you'd love that in your podcast.
I would love that. Just reach out.
Yeah,
reach out and touch somebody.
People don't realize how much of a difference this one small message makes. Yeah. No, I don't know where that was going.
Sounds like you're asking them to donate.
Yeah.
Donate your thoughts to our page.
We've got to go fund me.
Any other overall thoughts about Lover?
I don't have many overall thoughts apart from it is Taylor Swift's best album. I know I've got a biased opinion because I'm not really your cliche Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah.
But I probably am her biggest fan in this regards, maybe.
I would have to disagree with you because you've clearly never seen a Taylor Swift fan ever, nor did you go to the Lover tour or buy her merch or buy the album or have any posters in your room.
But
do you want me to continue?
I can play the song on piano.
Oh shit, you should have said. Maybe lead with that next time.
Exactly. And my sister went to a few of her concerts.
So your sister's a fan.
Shout out to Freya if you're listening.
Freya, message us if you'd like to. Just one person reaching out.
If anyone's listening.
Hello. Overall, I think we can all say we like the beat. It's a good time.
We like the beat.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all we really have to say about it.
Yeah, that's all for me.
Yeah. Overall, pretty great album from Taylor. I'd say personally, this is probably my second favorite Taylor album. Obviously, 1989 Deluxe Edition comes first because that is a musical masterpiece, minus Bad Blood. But even Bad Blood is like the worst on that album, still better than the worst on this album. So I think that's what'll do it for me.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me, Liam. Hope you've had fun.
No, I've had a really great time, and I hope I can be on any podcast in the future. But unlikely with
Yeah, you don't seem like the biggest music person, but if the Music Bleachers has shown anything, it means you get at least 2 goes.
If you've got a SoundCloud episode, just let me know.
Probably not. Don't forget to follow us on Insta if you don't already. It's at The Music Bleachers. We're a music podcast where we review new albums and favorite eras of music. Let us know if you have any thoughts of what you want to see in the future. We're always taking suggestions. Again, thanks Liam for joining us. I hope everyone had a great time listening. We'll see you next time.